Hi, this is Jim Sowerwine with the Patriot Golf Schools, coming to you from my home in Naples, Florida. I'm going to share with you a few things that I believe will help you with your chipping and pitching. What I see most golfers struggling with in chipping and pitching is that during their swing, their lead shoulder goes up. If the lead shoulder goes up, then the head goes back. If the head goes back, then my bottom's going to go back. Generally speaking, the bottom of your arc is opposite your head. So if I want to bounce my club under the golf ball, then I'm going to set the ball directly opposite of my head. If I have a lie that requires me to pinch it, catch the ball and then the ground, well then my low point moves forward and I'm just going to lean my head slightly forward. Okay, so what I showed you was on the forward side, if my lead shoulder goes up, my head goes back, my low point goes back. Heavy, thin. Heavy and thin are the same thing, same fault. Different results, obviously, but both the bottom of the arc happened early. So the key is to be able to get your lead shoulder to go straight to the left in my case. So if you can see when I go forward, I'll just do this up here. If I turn straight left, my head didn't go back. If my lead shoulder goes up, my head goes back. Well, here's a couple things that will help you do that. Getting set up is half the battle, and setting up as level as you can is the key. And this isn't easy if you've never done it. So I'm going to recommend you do it in front of a mirror. So get into posture, take your lead hand off the club. Don't come in with your grip pre-established. Just hold it gently in your trail hand. So you set up, you face the mirror, and you look at your shoulders, you see them level. Then, without looking down here, see if you can fit your hands on without changing your shoulders. Well, how do you do that? It's actually not easy because my trail hand is on the club lower, so then obviously this is going to lower. Well, I'm going to do my best to keep this up and this down. Well, I'm doing that by softening my lead arm. It's just a little bit of a bend. I'm actually bending it slightly. It's real soft because if it's straight, then my lead shoulder goes up. So I'm going to have a little softness in my lead shoulder, in my lead arm, and then I'm going to raise my right hand, my trail hand up. So what I'll show you from this perspective is this is my conventional overlap grip that I use for full swing. In chipping and pitching, I actually take two fingers off. I'm going to set them right on top of the knuckles. So if you watch from your perspective, when I do that, I'm raising my right shoulder. This is actually, I believe, the grip Jim Furyk plays with every shot. But I'm going to show you this because if I bring this up, that helps me get this higher, which is really a big deal. Also, be careful when you set your trail hand on that you don't put it under. For those of you who have a stronger grip, you can see the more my hand is under, the more it drops my shoulder. So be careful of that. So soften your lead arm, keep your shoulders as level as you can, double overlap, pull this hand up, get as level as you can, and that will give you your best chance on the way forward for your lead shoulder to go straight to the left. The higher you set this at address, the more it's going to want to keep going up. That's where you're going to get in trouble. So give that a try. I'm sure it will help.